Now, just before we got to the conference, the Murray-Darling Basin Plan was launched, and that got a lot of attention in the media as well. Tony Burke, though, turned up at Griffith. It was essentially a fairly tame affair, but one protester broke through and managed to get a bit of face time with him.
Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
What did you want to tell me?
What I want to tell you, you call this public consultation an invite-only meeting. You come to a town where you're going to destroy people's lives, and you just sneak in there and sneak back out. Why don't you go down the main street and meet the people of Griffith? The Murray-Darling Basin is more than South Australia. It goes from Queensland right through. There's other people in the world besides South Australia. You should be ashamed of yourself. You've got no shame, you've got no conscience.
Now, despite what he said there, there does seem to be this time around a sense that there's a greater effort being made to try and meet the requirements of all the competing forces here.
That's right, and the basic balance of the environmental demands and the agricultural demands. It would be impossible to get an outcome that would satisfy both those two major groups. Just absolutely impossible.
Or either of them, apparently.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Tony Burke hasn't quite resorted to the cliche, well, I've upset everyone there, therefore I must have done a good job. But essentially that's what's happened. And it's not this government's fault. It wasn't the previous government's fault. It's years of state governments over-allocating water, people holding on to it. Look, it's an insoluble, if you can use that about water, problem. And this is possibly one of the best attempts to do something about it.
OK, more with our panel shortly. Annabelle Crabb, David Marr and Malcolm Farr. But time now, for the last time this year, Mike Bowers and Talking Pictures.